Japan. It's high on the list for so many, and why wouldn't it be? Just look at it. Many want to visit again, and many want to take the leap and move here. It's completely understandable why, but before you do any of that, there's one important thing that I think everyone should do.
Good morning, guys. I am in Nara right now. Deer everywhere. And I'm on my way to Kyoto. There's this documentary that I want to make out in Kyoto, and it's a bit of a roll of the dice. Also, Victor's with me. Over the past half year or so, I've been trying to share more of the beauty of Japan, or at least what I see is the beauty of Japan. Also, this park behind me here, there's a bunch of deer in there. Partially because there are so many people who just can't be here right now, and partially because with any luck, Japan will hopefully never be this empty again. I feel, and I mean this in the most delightful sense of the term, a responsibility of sorts to kind of capture, share, and immortalize this point in time.
Hey Norm, let's go over there.
Let's go over there. I have no idea where Victor went. And did you know that baby deers sound like squeaky toys? Really enjoying this area. Also, I'm standing on a hill, so weird angles and all that, but a bit of a question. Have you ever wondered how your parents, or more likely grandparents, felt while going through some of the toughest times in their life? I do. Or for that matter, even their day to day. What was it like for them when they were younger? I think about it a lot. Do you? I know what you want. Here. There you go. You want the leaves too? We got some leaves with you. There you go. Thank you. I gotta find Victor.
Hey Victor. I got a bit of a question.
Yeah.
If your grandparents had a podcast, would you listen? Like, if they sat down with a tape recorder and just recorded their mundane lives, like a Tuesday with Gertie and Hal, would you listen to that?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Thank you. I asked a deer over there and he just gave me the cold shoulder.
It's pretty rude.
Right, sidestepping on this topic for a second, on music. Before coming out to Nara, I already had a playlist picked out for this specific spot.
Wait, you had a playlist set for the Unnamed Adventure as well.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I do it often. In fact, everything from specific scenes to entire adventures themselves have been born of me finding a song that just inspired an idea. The point being that music is kind of a big deal, so I did something. I reached out to Artlist, the people who make the music that I use for a lot of these videos, and I asked them if they'd be interested in partnering up maybe for this video or maybe some in the future, and they said yes.
What?
I wanted it to be a surprise. And that deer is sneezing. I surprised that. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to have them as a bigger part of the adventure, a bigger part of all the content. But we haven't done any exploring here yet. We've been here for see, they squeak. They sound like squeaky toys.
They do. All right, man. I'm gonna go here and take some pictures.
Okay. Finally got a little sunshine today and I'm happy about it, so I'm gonna put the camera right here. Victor had asked, and yes, I've used other services before. Many of them have a lot of similarities. For me, Artlist's biggest feature is that I can use it everywhere. Obviously, I can use it for YouTube and Instagram and everything like that, but I can also use it for corporate stuff, and that's actually pretty rare. There's deer coming up behind me here. You can get the deer in the background, but that's actually pretty rare to just, once you download it, it's yours, that's it. And separate from Artlist, there's also ArtGrid for stock footage and all that. Mini River. All those opening drone shots with Mount Fuji and everything, that was all from ArtGrid. We were supposed to be going to Mount Fuji today, but weather. What a beautiful space. This is not a park, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. You've probably already figured out, but getting back to my point, there's something that I wanted to say, and that's I think that right now especially, everybody should be making content of some shape or form. At the very least, I think we should all be documenting life as it happens to us right now. It doesn't need to be something as complicated as a YouTube video. It could be some Instagram stories or reels. You could do a podcast, even just keep a weekly note on your phone where you talk about life and what's changed and how you're reacting to it. Something that you can look back at. And it's that wanting to look back at stuff that kind of gave me the idea to share this with you guys, because when we come to Japan for the first time, you may have already taken your first trip, or it may be down the road, but everybody ends up wanting to document it in some way, whether it be videos or pictures. I did the exact same thing 15 years ago, walking around with a Sony Handycam, and then you get back and you look at it all and you're happy to have it. But also, if you're anything like me, you look back and think, I wish I had learned just a little bit more about how to use this camera, or I wish I had learned just a little bit more about making videos before I went.
Can't do this whole camera talking thing.
And this is that opportunity. You can start now. Start before you come. Start while you can't come. Learn to capture it in a way that's gonna please you. The best part is you don't even need to post anything. It can all just be for you. Even I made videos for myself for an entire year before I kicked off this channel. I got distracted by deer. But if you do choose to post, I only ask two things. Number one is pretty easy. Just understand why you started. Understand your motivations behind it. Really understand that and keep that in mind in each post. And number two, don't get distracted by squeaky deer. And number two, never take criticism on your content from somebody who doesn't have the same goals that you do. Like, a lot of people are gonna have opinions about your creations. Don't let them. Your creations are kind of like your goals. They're uniquely yours. Do you have any idea how many people who weren't interested in living in Japan at all told me that it was a mistake for me to go and try to move to Japan? I did probably exactly what you would do, which is just laugh and occasionally tell them where they could kindly place their opinions. The point being that their opinions had zero impact on my goal of coming to Japan, and you need to hold your creations with the same resolve. It can be a really discouraging process, not just externally, but internally as well. It is a constant uphill struggle. And while in the short term it may not always feel like things are getting better, if you stick with it long enough, it pays off. Does that make sense? I think it feels like it makes sense. But like with your goals, your ability to stick to it is really everything. Let's go out this way. Okay, so I have a little bit of a request. No matter what your situation is right now, I want you to start creating. I want you to start documenting life as it is. Document the exciting, document the stressful, document the mundane. I promise you won't regret it. And recommending Artlist to you is also a big help to me. It's a service that I use, love, and trust, so I'm happy to recommend it. And if you choose to join and you use the code that's in the description box, it not only helps me, but it gives you an extra 2 months for free. But whether you use Artlist or not, the point doesn't change. Learn to create something that you love, or at the very least, like. Learn to organize, learn to push through, learn to stay consistent, learn to love the process of creating. And I personally want to do something for you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cover the cost of a full 1-year membership to Artlist for one person down in the comments. I'll pick a winner in, let's say, about 2 weeks, and to keep things fair, what I'll do is I'll make it so that you can win whether you already have an Artlist subscription at that time or not. That way, anybody can win.
Wait, so can I win?
No, you can't win.
Nope.
Go over there. A lot of the trees are still green, but some of them are starting to get some color. We were just a touch early to come out here, I think. But anyway, the point, I haven't even finished this yet. Leave me something down in the comments. Let me know what you want to use this for. I advise maybe against using links, since YouTube likes to block links sometime. But let me know what you would use an Artlist subscription for. Try and think of something. Imagine it. Go browse the catalog, or don't. I'm just happy to have you here, and it is a beautiful day. This is the beginning of what is going to be a very, very challenging week. Oh, that's bright. The video that we're going out to Kyoto to make is a doozy wrapped in a Whopper. How do you think it's gonna go?
One or the other. I don't know. I can't reveal too much.
This is gonna be an all or nothing kind of deal, and well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. We just took the thumbnail. That
was exhausting for you.
We're done. I never thought we would be, especially when I thought I lost all the footage, but here we are. It's proper evening now. The sun's cutting through the trees, looking all beautiful. How's it been to carry around the gimbal all day?
It is heavy. I am tired.